Message to Earth, message to mankind. Currently, Earth is experiencing a monumental process of creation. You see the world breaking apart right in front of your eyes. Your familiar structures already have been shaken. Trust me, this is only the beginning of a great era. I'm speaking to you so you may understand what is shaking the earth and its structures. The inherent cause is invisible to many of you. The earth is beginning to prepare herself for the light of Christ. In her inner fire she has already developed a strong core of Christ, which, once completed, will let all creatures on earth partake in this embodied love. Dear mankind, begin to understand that for the first time earth itself will bring forth the light of Christ from its inner core. This is a very special moment in time. If you are willing to make contact with Mother Earth, you will realize that she needs you. Mankind has inhabited Earth for a long time, has exploded and hurt her. But now Mother Earth is calling for you. Understand she's going through a birthing process and needs you to help her go through it. The more people who collaborate, the easier it will be for Earth. Like a pregnant mother, Earth has now begun to labor, and mankind will consciously witness all phases of this delivery in full awareness and its importance. If you are able to harness the collective power that you can experience together with Earth in order to give birth to yourself through the light of Christ, mankind will not need to endure so much pain and destruction. It can be reborn together with the earth within the light of Christ. This will not happen overnight, but the circle already began in August of 1999, at the time of the solar eclipse. Now the second circle begins and will prepare you for it, step by step. The more of you who understand it, the easier it will be. Only the old, refusing to give birth to the new, must be destroyed. Mankind is called upon to move ahead, to consider and to change its orientation. As you know, the Mayans announced the end of the calendar and therefore the end of the old world in the year of 2012. These and similar astronomical calculations and predictions have been echoed by others at different times. But what they don't take into consideration, and what humanity always forgets, is the real reason Jesus came to earth before, to call on the Father in heaven. Jesus taught us to realize our connection to the Father, who is full of grace, love, and graciousness for his children. The grace of God can only be achieved by turning to him in devout prayers and with pure love. If mankind does not turn to the Father, the destruction will be immense and devastating. The more you turn to him, the more he can let his grace flow to you, and your misgivings need not to come true. Mankind has come to a crossroad. What the future years will bring depends on your decision. It is a question of learning through destruction or through the grace of God. He is prepared to present the earth with his gifts of his miracles. Remember, During the time of Atlantis, you learned through destruction. You experienced the destruction of the Earth's creation right in front of your eyes. Ever since then, we've walked a long path, separated into light and matter in order to heal this traumatic shock. You must understand that everything that will follow depends entirely on your attitude towards life. These things will happen no matter what. After darkness, long rain, it's now time for Earth to experience a rebirth and man with her. You don't have the slightest idea of how many beings of all heavens are collaborating in order to create this process of initiation, renewal, and rebirth on this earth. More beings than you know are already incarnated. Most of the truly initiated ones work in secret and are directly connected with the spiritual world. Many communication channels on earth are now open. A defined sign of this time for you will be the necessity to make the decision which prophets to follow. Long ago, during his journey, after his crucifixion, Jesus gave us many lessons and taught us to follow our own perception and our own heart, and to listen to our own inner voice of God. He guided us to the point where we ourselves had to stand up to decide according to our inner truth.